Continue that run. It's going to have to start off on Abyss. They've already contacted their way out towards B. Kesnet will be the first to fall. We'll keep a close eye on how Cloud9 try to flood out. They're just playing on the other side of the smoke as the right clicks don't initially connect. But Cloud9 settling things down, getting the frags they're looking for. His crew does their best to keep it close and competitive, leaving Shy and Moose in a 1v1. A Ghost in the hands of the Cypher. The swing out is there and Moose delivers. Cloud9 get the pistol. The spam and the smoke not connecting onto anything, but you see the dart over the top. And Shy's getting the first.
Yeah, what a great trade for the attacking side of crew. More than enough. What is that, Doug?
Spike getting down as well. And keep a close eye on the minimap. Shy seems to be wanting to reflank around a bit. Moose is ahead of it. He's not being quiet either.
And this is the problem with running the Killjoy over the Cypher. Your utility, it's set up on one side of the map. You're not going to really get it back in time for this.
Keep an eye on this area of the map right there. That's the flood that you were talking about in the previous round. Moose will fall as well. Everything crumbling for Cloud9. Crew walk into this with pistols and earthen pot among the brass. Here was the flood that you were talking about. As soon as you see the utility come out, Zeppo with a right click through the smoke, but there's nothing really able to follow up behind it. Now Crew get all the space they're looking for, unless Vanity can do something about it. Light armor in hand, MTA falls. And again, you've got this little mini game that's happening off on the other side of the map as Shy tries to hold mid.
Yeah, that mid lurk, it could be devastating for Cloud9. And these post-plant positions so far, yeah, the spike is not down, but this is so brutal. So many crossfires.
Spike planted.
Really heaven, the only thing you need to be worried about. If Shy gets caught out here, though, this will be good for Cloud9. Ooh, the timing.
They're forced to sit back and wait as the weight of the moment grows. Shy will fall. There's the mid-fight that we were talking about. Now all eyes, all attention turned towards A. Oxy will be the first to dash out as every single member of Cloud9 falls. Crew is the more drilled one here.
But Moose, he's in the back line right now. Now he strikes, he takes out Melzer, but he gets traded by Heat, who's, by the way, he's on fire right now.
He's been so steady. Kesnet getting tagged up. Remember, it's Cloud9 who didn't have very much as far as guns. We've already seen 150. Is there another one afoot? Oh my gosh, it very well may be the case. MTA has to hold the line. He's able to get one. Vanity left on his own. MTA 20 HP. A stiff breeze will kill him at this point, and it's more than that. It's a gale force. It's Cloud9 pushing forward. Vanity now left in a 1v1. Has the high ground, but does not have the time. Lands the shots. Heat will fall. What a response from Cloud9.
A rotation from Zeppo. He's not here right now in this TP.
He's channeled it. He's stuck it. He's behind them, and I don't think they know where they are. It might not matter, though, as Moose tries to hold the line as best as he can. Now Melzer starting to make his presence known. He's taken so much of this space, and again, he's a trap. They don't know where he is, and I don't know that there's any real easy way to clear him out. The flash comes through, Melzer falls, but Kesnet responds. Zeppo left on his own. Crumbles at the hands of Kesnet. Sandwich waiting on the other side. They pop the ult, they try to get past Moose, and he's holding the line on his own, finding two. He finally slows him down. There's no easy way for Cloud9 to flood through this. They're going to be able to set up into their post-plant positions. Keep a close eye on the ults too. Rooney, one away from having the Hunter's Fury. Vanity can reposition if he so chooses, but he getting cheeky, getting active, getting three. Now Blades online, pop from Oxy, thinking he can will this round back.
Yeah, they're going for it.
He's got the op, he's got the blades, and the knives will have to find a lot of value. The first found, the second cannot settle. Crew get another, and both Paranoias traded. MTA looking for a tag, but it's Melzer who falls at the hands of Oxy. They've done a really good job of keeping back, and the spike is well out of reach here. I don't know that Crew can get back in on this.
No, it's all up to Shy now in a 1v5. He gets the first on the Moose, his counterpart,
30
but
seconds left.
Yeah, this is so tough, and look at all the space that Cloud9 have. There's 3 members here dialed in. Vanity's rotating over to that nest area as well. Nearly impossible. He should still go for this. He will get the ultimate online. His economy is thriving.
Yeah.
Might as well, why not?
You see them push up towards danger. Melzer has already found safe passage across the gap. And Vanity has been overwhelmed, and he's been outnumbered. Keep a close eye on the flank that's coming around through their spawn. We haven't really seen anything like this. Oftentimes when Cloud9 are fighting for a retake, they're flooding in on the site. This flank is a little bit different, and I don't know that they're expecting it. Heat had no idea. Now Kesnet knows. As Oxy gets a move on, finds 3 on the round. The kid is awoken. And now they've got Rooney, Moose to deal with. Zeppa getting in on the action.
This is actually a really good heads-up play from Crew.
30 seconds
What
left.
is C9 gonna do about this?
And the problem is, you're right, Cloud9 have no mid presence, so they don't really know what's going on, but I guess Zeppa can just spam through the smoke and get a free kill.
One enemy remaining.
Cloud9 shut the door on the round for Crew. MTA's left on his own. The most recent addition to the squad,
Planted.
joining the team and has found a little bit of success, most recently as far as last week, but he won't find any this round.
Right now, he needs to break that turret in mid. He just finished that, but what is that?
Pull. It just plucks him out of the sky. They've invested the 100 shooting, but Melser's so far up ahead of this. They're going to commit to this anyway. He's got the spike out on site by himself. He now falls and the spike's in no man's land. Well out of the reach of any member who can make any impact. But as things slow down, we're left to 2 apiece. Heat forced to just sit back and watch and keep an eye on the flank for Moose. Going in through spawn. As silence creeps across
Last
the site,
player
Moose
standing.
looks to go. Oh no, we missed it, but Moose delivers! Into a flash out from the KO. Kesna has to take a step back, dashing away. Not able to settle. That's a big opener for Cloud9. How much more can they find? I don't know if they really have any more util, so they just have to try to flood out of the smoke with the dart over the top. MTA feeling some of the pressure, forced to throw it into reverse. All he's done is throw it into the next round as there's 2v2 left. Oxy so weak, trying to commit to the spike plant. Shy spotted him, and that's a spike. Moose with so much to do, and he cannot convert the wall from him. Kesnet spotting one. As Oxy tries to go up top, Kesnet with the knife out. You can't bring that to a gunfight. Oxy with the second.
Beautiful execute.
And it does not look like a bonus is in the cards. Yeah, barring a miracle from the remaining members of Crew.
Oxy, he's hunting for more as well. He's feeling himself right now. Trying to make a statement. Adam would say, oh, and he's making one. That's 3.
Shy and Heat left to stand. Heat snappy with it, dropping Oxy as Rooney tries to get away. And Vanity is in such a cheeky little spot. I mean, look at this smoke. He's just tucked, but now spotted, now given away, trying to dance around the bullets. And responding with a view of his own as the spike continues to take. Vanity will fall. I mean, there's really no time for them to commit to getting this here. So the spike will go off, and Moose will fall for it.
Oh, Kesnet can't connect.
Oxy's just gonna get spammed through, dropped. No idea that Shy was just around the corner. Trick finding a little bit of value, lighting up one, but not able to respond on the kill. Rooney gets a second. A big round for him. More to be found as he finds a third.
Wow.
That's huge from him.
Some crispy shots right there. Perfect crosshair placement. And now it's a 2v4. Again.
With Melser and Heat left on the other side, forced to look in. Vanity on the reposition, blinded, can't see a thing. And it's gotten down to 2. Way closer than it should have been as Zeppa dancing around the wall. Feeling the walls close in. Heat and Melser on the prowl. A little bit of help from Moose as Zeppa stays alive and Cloud9 tie us up at 8. Melser so far up. The defensive approach between these teams is staggering to watch. Crew are so much more invested on this area of the map.
That was with aggression B main as well. That will allow Cloud9 to have to speed up into A site. And it's a fight in the back site, but the Sheriffs are reigning supreme just like pistol round.
And a weapon has been upgraded now into the hands of Kesnet. The spam coming through will connect onto Rooney. No chance to have impact this round. Moose is left in a 1v5. I think we've seen this one before. A turn of the flash, a swing out from Kesnet. That's 3 for him. I wouldn't have it any other way. The defensive smoke is already out. They've got the paranoia through. I don't think they knew that Oxy was there, but it doesn't matter. He's been dismissed. He's been dealt with. Disposed of. And now Cloud9 trying to hold the line as Crew are going to have to fight through the smoke. But is there anything that they can do? They've already been sticking it to half. It's all on Moose and Vanity now. Do they try to take the fight their way as Crew tries to flood through the smoke? It's been left on Moose. He's gotten one. Heat has to stick it. There's not a lot of time here. Moose can go aggressive. Is he going to be able to take this? It's already gotten to half. Darts over the top, but Moose has not been spotted. I don't think Melser knows he's there. Very nicely done.
Yeah, he heard that as well.
And again, that was the response to this mid presence that we were talking about. And yeah, you may have figured out mid, but you haven't figured out Shy. 2 on the round already. Finally falling. as they're committing to this plan. Numbers the way of the attack, and it does not seem to be getting any better as Cloud9 get to 9. Cloud9 haven't gotten very much. Now they're going to go their way out. They're still going to have to deal with all this Cypher util instantly falls, as I try to bring that up, but they've gotten a little bit of space here.
Yeah, and this time around, Oxy, he's playing that close corner with a shorty. This might have to be a save for the side of Crew.
I think you're right.
I don't know how you break through this. Maybe if Shy had been able to live there, maybe then. But yeah, this is definitely a full save. So Cloud9, yeah, it took them what?
Not overcommitting, not oversending. In fact, Vanity just waltzes into his death.
That's one of the most risky plays I think I've seen. But the trade from Zeppa, he's going for 2. He settles.
3v2 the way of the defense as Oxy peeks his way around to another. Heat now falling. Rooney joining him as Oxy continues to cause problems from backside. 2 now as the spike has been planted. Make that 3. And now the dash, realizing he's had enough. You've got these. Dude, how to get the map just came out. What is this? How does he already have these lineups? Melser with no real option, nothing that he can do. He's gonna get his 1 kill. Wait, hang on now. The spam, surely, that connects as the smoke dissipates. Melser has been caught, he's been spotted, he's been had. Both, not the case. Wow. They've got the paranoia. He's gonna do it anyway, right into the smoke, and Oxy's dead. I don't know if that smoke was a miss or they just wanted to commit to it anyway. Either way, Cloud9 forced to go forward, forced to walk into Melser, and it's carnage. Cloud9 systematically picked apart 1 by 1. And Moose left to pick up the pieces.
He did get 2.
But he doesn't have the spike. He's gonna have to frag his way through this whole thing.
Yeah, this is so tough. All 3 members are geared up and waiting for him. Forget an up down. Okay, there's the up down.
Oh, forget about the double up, the triple
up down.
The lockdown invested.
Interesting lockdown. It basically denied everything, but Kesnet on the flank, he only gets 1.
How was he even there? It's all settled down now to 3s. The spike has made his way out onto the site.
But the problem is this plant spot, there's no Killjoy up. Moose is dead. There's no lineups for this. So you have to go for broke.
And you commit to the spam, you commit to the smoke, and you hope it settles your way. Zeppa with the flash over the top as you see everything being covered. Rooney going forward with the drone, getting a little bit of info. No ults to speak of, as you mentioned. 1 away, though, from the Hunter's Fury. And that could be the difference maker as the spike continues to tick away. Closing moments now as Crew look to take some of this space. Heat's already finding a little bit of value. Make that 2 on the round. All of them fall apart. Crew make their debut on Abyss. Cloud9's pick and walk away with the 1-0 series lead.
Yeah, you have everything smoked off right now. 3 different layers. And Shy, he almost gets that kill, but Moose, rightly so.
It's caught with a knife out. Is Shy, no real way.
They're waiting for Oxy here. They heard him. He made way too many steps. These risky plays. They're giving Crew a chance back into the rounds.
They're all funneled into Worm, though. I mean, this is going to be really difficult to get through. Maybe the utility will be enough, but this feels very reminiscent to the pistol that we saw on Abyss. You don't have any more utility, and you're already seeing Crew invest a little bit more towards mid. Oh, this is really nicely done from the defense.
So snappy with it.
And now the spike's out. No man's land. You've got 1 player close by. It's Vanity with the Judge. Very familiar weapon in his hands. Opts for something a little bit stronger, a little bit more powerful. And the sleight of hand gets him another kill. Repositioning now, manages to scoop up the spike. Now it's a 3v2, the way of the defense.
That's just so ridiculous, being able to jump into the smoke and still convert a kill there.
And you see on the minimap, that red circle is the range at which Clove can smoke.
Yeah, so at least there could be a smoke done in water.
Oh, they dropped it B. So it's just waiting on the other side of B to suggest that that's where the hit's going to be. And of course, because of that Crew of 2 members standing here watching it.
So smart, that little lurk smoke, you're right. It keeps 2 players of Crew there, but now when it goes down, those close smokes don't last for too long. That's the only thing that's not too good about that agent.
Right.
It will be another re-smoke there in front B. Moose. And aggression for Moose.
He's going to spot them both, isn't he? Yeah.
Placing alarm bot.
That just looks so easy. Fortunate timing for the Sentinel. And now Melser's going to rotate back again. Still a 1v2. And again, you've got Vanity, who's very weak. So this is difficult, but not impossible. That alarm bot will make things notably more complicated, though.
Yeah, and after that alarm bot, you have to deal with this turret. Double layered utility, and then Vanity, yeah, he's 1 HP, but he can just bide his time and just be a thorn for Melzer. Delay the defuse. It's inevitable. Melzer has to leave the site.
Yeah.
Vanity brought this round back to life for Cloud9. Solo.
He used it at the very beginning of the round. Now they're starting to lean back A. Vanity not able to stick at their side that I was just mentioning. And so we're starting to see a lot of this delay again for Cloud9. We're 45 seconds left into the round. They have a little bit of room, or they just try to overwhelm A. It works against Melzer. He has to take a step back.
And while all that's happening, Vanity is trying to find a lurk timing onto C. He will sneak his way in. MTA, did he not hear that?
30 seconds left.
Oh, he may not have.
Oh, Shy just in the right time, but doesn't get the kill.
The paranoia out, MTA trying to take a step back, but Rooney arrives at just the right time. Now they pop the ult, but it's not gonna connect. And so Cloud9, with just a few seconds left in the round, finds space.
Planted.
They leave things in a 1v2 in the hands of Heat, who was a hero for Crew so many times. The res popped, the fight from Rooney, inching forward at 31 HP left for the initiators. Rooney will fall. Now, with 2 bullets left, how do you do this? A change in the weapon, and Zeppa cleans him up.
They've chosen right almost every single round so far, Doug. Ooh, Heat takes out the spike of Zeppa.
Very nice shot.
And that's Thrash gone for the rest of the round. He cannot pick that back up. He is dead.
The lockdown invested, the spike not even planted yet, so there should be a pretty notable time window there. What a shot from Melzer. So now they're going to wait this thing out, and now they can push their way forward. Melzer just has to buy his time. Cautious now. Heat falling. And now that nade, no real place to go. Melzer can't really get out of there. He's still stuck down there. He doesn't have a TP. As the spike ticks away, Moose and Rooney left alone. A little bit of utility dropped, and this is so tough for the remaining 2 members. Can they try to hold things out as much as they can? What a swing from Moose!
Player standing.
Melzer's left in a 1v1. Rooney had some big moments. Does he even know that it started? He's gotten it to half. The smoke goes down, the bullets come through. A considerable amount of money to work through. That's certainly not the start they were looking for. That high hit so many. He's gonna pop the ult. But Zeppa's close, he doesn't know he's there. Kesnet falls, but at least the rocket went off. Zeppa's not able to stabilize and get any more.
Down A.
It's all up to Heat here in a
Enemy remaining.
1v2 on this side of the map. Melzer will be able to get with him here, though.
Moose on the swing. Heat gets both. 3 on the round for him as Crew finally finds success. An alarm bot keeping him back from B. You've got a couple of guns, a firing squad watching over it. And Rooney's already dead. Pops the ult. Now the question is, do they try to take this fight? That was not an assist, so that ult is still in play. Now he finds it onto Heat. Meanwhile, Melzer trying to do his Moose backside. He can. Plant committed now. MTA has his pit. He's been holding onto that thing for a little while too. As they invest the Thrash, they're going to clear all the way back into sight. Rooney dead. MTA detained. And that pit will last at least 1 more round. Oxy with the ult. Kesnet a sitting duck. Oh, they're going to try to crunch this around mound. They've got a paranoia on one side. They've got a swing out from door. Shy finding his 2, but Zeppa a little bit better. Finding 2 of his own. Meanwhile, Moose has gone exploring the wall. The only thing keeping him back, he's cleared him. Now they've got to know where he is, and Moose just drops him. Oh, no way. He hears him. He knows he's there. He's dead. Zeppa with 3. Kesnet forced to find heroics. How do you 1v3 through this? You've got a couple before you. Vanity commits to the spike plant, and he never even gets a shot to fight back. That was posted up on the site. Now they can focus on opposition before them.
Yeah, Paranoia and Gecko Flash combined here would be deadly for Crew. That Paranoia connects onto 2. So does the Gecko Flash.
Right over the top, but it's Heat who walks away with the kill. That was a slaughter.
Doug, how does he win when he's blinded by 2 different characters? And then, you know, who knows?
Yeah, an 11-1 comeback starts a step at a time.
Yeah.
The problem is they just took a massive step backwards with Kesnet dead.
Exactly, that's your entry. That's the Raze nade going down early on. And Shy, he's not even aware. Rooney
Enemy remaining.
playing aim labs in the back
Spike
sight.
down A.
That should all about wrap things up. MTA's left alone in a 1v4. He's gotten it down to a 1v3, but with so many members of Cloud9 left on the other side, they're going to get to map point. Headed the ult to spot from Kesnet. There's only one target on site, it's Vanity, and he's just around the bend. He slouches forward, he's been spotted, he's been dealt with. And it wasn't off the rocket, but the outcome is the same. Now Oxy looking to fill in! He gets two, he gets a third! Oxy looking to call game, and he very well might. Heat behind him, cleans him up. Moose in a 1v2. On the flank. The alarm bot will not matter. Melser and Heat left to find where he might be coming from.
Remember, on that last map, it was a 1v2 from Moose on the flank as well, but this time, Crew are ahead of it. Melser gets the jiggle.
Takes a little bit more damage, down to 27 HP. He's saving with surgical precision. There is no room for error of any kind.
The flood might be just too much, though.
Oxy not connecting with the ult. The Nightfall is dropped, and Oxy's dead. It's Kesnet who comes alive. Dude, Cloud9 cut their losses here. They don't have a ton of money.
Yeah, you have to.
Satchel out.
Read into that.
Oh, Shy's got to be careful. He was playing just on the other side of the close smoke. It didn't hit him. Oxy's on the swing. Oh, and he finds his one. But it traded right back. Crew with numbers advantage. Everything crumbling once more. Numbers the way of Crew. Time is short. The paranoia is out from Melser. And now Rooney's gonna have to tank this Molly, tank the orb. I mean, so few options. Paranoia is gonna help, though. I think it hit all three. Oh no, it only hit two. Melser still alive, avoiding the utility. Crew gets a 7. It's just Kesnet's nade.
They still have Paranoia as well. Fade Eye just came back up, but Melser, he's not really close to use this ultimate. Oh, that connects.
MTA's caught. That should be the pit. Can they keep him alive? No. The pit's now down, but it's a 1-for-1. Cloud9 try to flood out into the site. There's a Paranoia from behind them. It's gonna buy so much time. Can they keep them back? Shy falls. Heat will join them as well. It's a 2v2 now. Kesnet dancing around the box, able to get a little bit of damage onto one. And the ult popped. The nade pushing Vanity back. 18 HP. It's all onto him now. Kesnet with 4. Crew with 9.
From Crew in that previous round. Oh, they're ready for this. There's so many players ready for this, but
Kesnet again! Not only equalizing them, giving them the advantage. And Vanity's in a really good spot. Is this how it ends?
no way.
Is this how it ends?
No way.
Spotting 2, spotting all 3. 2 found with 1 bullet. Now Kesnet forced to swing back and deal with him. The door is shut, the spike in hand. Kesnet has no choice. He has to turn his eyes forward.
And if he plants here, this Killjoy ultimate in that corner that was just pinged from Cloud9, it gets almost everything.
He's got to find a kill. He's got plenty of time to do it. 45 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
He's taking a scenic route.
He's making the right play, though. If he goes all the way back to C, his chances of winning are way higher.
But Moose is waiting just on the other side of stairs. It seems like Kesnet will find safe passage to the other side of the map.
30 seconds left.
I mean, maybe you pop the nanos from a distance away, but I think you're right. Dre, Moose's ult feels like the difference maker here. Because even if Kesnet's able to get away, Moose is just able to show up, pop the ult, and then what? His positioning here, Kesnet's positioning is everything. With gun out, he's looking to be proactive and take this fight. And they're gonna pass right by each other. Does he hold the line? Moose is waiting on the other side. He's got to creep forward, now starting to look. There it is, 1 found, and that's his ult. 3 for Kesnet. Vanity weak, no armor, but he's on the hunt. And I don't think Kesnet knows. With knife out, he's behind him. There's the ult popped. With the satchel in his hand, he's gonna turn around and find it! And Kesnet with the Red Bull clutch to keep the Paranoia out, tagging onto one. Oxy's position also given away by the Prowler. Oh, what a shot from Oxy. But again, it's always in kind. Where's the trade? Can Kesnet do it? Dancing around the door. No, Oxy with 3. Looking to put him away, but he can't yet. Has the damage been enough? The spike trying to get through. Zepp's waiting on the other side. They're going to funnel to their death, but Shy left in a 1v2. With 54 seconds left, another tap of the door.
Placing swamp grenade.
Like nails on a chalkboard. Shy posts up. He's got a knife out. Not understanding there's somebody in hell, and it's Rooney. Waiting on the other side, he's been surrounded. If he can find a timing here, though, this would be ridiculous. Can Shy do it again? No! Cloud9 avoid disaster of the most ridiculous kind.
If they don't go for it, they need to keep players here, holding it.
That's a fault line. Careful on the swing from Cloud9 as they're going to try to funnel their way out of Garage, back into spawn, and they've got them wrapped in. The one benefit is they've got Melser, who's still playing back towards long. Kesnit's already gotten it to half. He's so weak, though. Vanity dancing around the smoke. He swings out into his depth. Kesnit's going to be able to stick it the whole way. The last couple of kills come through the way of Crew as they get the pistol.
Get smothered, right? You get overwhelmed. So the retakes have been really good so far from Crew. Can they keep it up?
Oxy's in a really good spot. Only able to find one, though. Now they're going to have to deal with Cloud9 and all of the presence that they have down C long. Heat's already fallen, but again, the trade comes through. No shocks to speak of, no nanos to deal with.
Oh,
It's just going to be spammed through the smoke if they try to pull this off. I don't really know. Does MTA try to dart through and they try to fight through the smokes? They're also so concerned about the push coming in from Garage, and it never arrives. The bullet's unable to settle. It seems like Cloud9 will be able to get away with this one. Very nicely done. Melser's in a really good position here. And he's the first to find the feed. Vanity down, a tap of the spike, and now they've got the Hunter's Fury they're gonna have to deal with. 13 seconds left. Oxy looking to push the pace back into spawn, and he's dealt with. Can they delay any longer? 45 HP, he's gotta get the fights now. 4 seconds left.
No time.
If he commits to it, he should be able to stick it, but it's gonna be so damn close. Oh, there it is. He's gotten it down to 1. Moose left alone. Can he connect? Only on the first. It's making a lot of noise. They've got to know they're there. They're gonna walk into the disaster that is Crew holding the line. MTA getting his 2, and that's a spike down there. He's been surrounded. And now Vanity's left alone. He's been able to scoop up the spike, but guess who's waiting on the other side? It's Kesnit with the op.
3 seconds left.
Oh, and I
In
think
this case, it's a stinger, but
and also neither team has smokes.
a free plant as well.
You should run. Spike plant.
Wow. They've invested the lockdown. Shy's gonna be trying to re-clear, and Rooney just destroys him.
Obliterated him.
Remember the op still in the hands of Kesnit. That's a really difficult weapon to try to do a retake with.
Shortcut.
He's got his ult. Does he pop it here? Rooney and Zeppa are both so weak. I mean, if he commits to the finger guns, that's a massive advantage, but instead he upgrades to a Vandal. The swing through, Zeppa's dead. And that was almost Kesnit's life. Can Moose find a little bit of space here? Rooney trying to commit to the ult. He is gonna get the kill, but it was gotten to half. Can Kesnit clean it up on his own? No, what a swing from Moose. Given where Oxy is right now,
Oh,
it could be disaster. Meanwhile, Moose trying to find a little bit of space.
wow. The double swing in that moment?
Safety valve is no longer around. 1-for-1 traded as the flash comes through, the spike in hand for Zeppa. They've managed to get a little bit of room here. Vanity and Rooney posted up alongside him. And there's the ult. Kesnit has popped it. There's a Rolling Thunder too. The Paranoia will buy a little bit of time, but keep a close eye on Heat. He's up in heaven. Can he buy his time?
Oh,
Only one found, but he's still healthy. He's still got plenty of room to work with. Crew snatched his sight right back. Lotus. But again, Cloud9, persistent in their approach. Try to hit C once more.
so much utility. Poor Oxy.
I mean, that's the life of a Jet. When you got Cypher on the other side, Vanity getting aggressive. Only finding one, though.
Spike down.
And now
C.
Moose
Last
left to
player
his own
standing.
devices. Yeah, good luck getting back into this one.
No, he's absolutely locked out. Supporting flashes, then he just goes in guns blazing as well. Melser gets taken out.
30
Still 30
seconds left.
seconds of play. Kesnit sitting at 10 HP. So many crossfires in play right now, but it looks like Moose will be able to isolate Kesnit in this 1v1.
And for as weak as he is, this is still a difficult one, but Moose wins it out. 30 seconds left. He's now more than halfway to having his ult online.
10 seconds left.
And so I think he continue to lean into this a little bit more.
Classic Haven right now. The thing is, he's not going to be here for this retake.
They don't commit to the TP, but Oxy does commit to the site, and he gets the best of MTA too.
Yeah, he's aware that Shy's stuck here, but he loses that battle.
Oh, he's waiting on the other side of the smoke. The ult is so good. It's gonna give everything away.
Oh my goodness.
Melser's from backside, Shy's on the swing. He gets 3 on the round. The value that he's had these last 2 rounds has been ridiculous. These last couple of rounds. I imagine the first trip gets cleared out. Wait for the cage. Both of them used.
30
Still one
seconds
backside. And Oxy now posted up in garage. He's got a little bit of presence. Kesnit's over the top. He's got the op in hand. There are actually 2 that are down there. How do Cloud9 hang on? Given the number deficit that they have, how do they manage this disadvantage? Utility coming through, the wall goes up, Rooney goes down, Vanity and Oxy left alone. It's all on Vanity, and he will meet a similar demise.
It's a fast C-split, the same way as Cloud9.
Go, go, go.
No opposition met, but so much utility invested to take this site from Crew. The advantage right now is for Cloud9. On this retake, they're all flanking. Only Vanity gets hit by that trip, but it's a flip.
Zeppa has a lot of util. Rooney has a lot of util to play around. Vanity still has his flash. How much further are they going to go into spawn here?
Oh, they got to clear all of it if they want. Moose, he has to come up huge. Oh, Melser, he's 2 on point right now.
Meanwhile, MTA is on the side by himself. He's been left alone. The flood out from Crew as they attempt to fight for the site. Vanity's gotten it to half. Can they keep it together? Melser's on the swing, gives his life away. And Heat has nothing he can do. He picks the wrong target. The defuse comes through.
Oh my goodness!
Now the
Zeppa rotating away.
Now the smoke's through, and the first nano pop. There's still a second one that they're gonna have to navigate. Right on cue, but they should be able to pass right by it. Moose is playing his timing and his position so perfectly. And now he's tucked in the smoke. They still don't know that he's there. He can win this round by himself. The fact that he can't move is a sign. But MTA on the spam drops him. Moose had such a good opportunity, but not able to convert. And now the rest of Cloud9 flood to their death. Oxy a 1v5 with the Guardian, spotting the first, dashing away, no kills found, a flawless round for Crew.
Flawless after flawless, this time Crew making gaps in the defense.
And doing so via the micro play of Shy, like the cage on the other side to protect his cover. Now the paranoia to the left, Kesnit back sight, but does not realize that Moose has been waiting.
Yeah.
And now it seems like Cloud9 are going to try to flood this. Given that Moose is playing backside, they have to try to help him as best as they can. And that's exactly what they're doing. How in the world does Rooney find that shot? Melser's now got 4 HP. Rooney and Moose, those 2 in tandem. The other side, spotting a leg, not able to land the shot. And now he's got to realize that the corners are closing in. Waiting on the other side of the cage. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is losing the sight. Zeppa will fall. Op still in the hands of Oxy. Meanwhile, Crew running amok.
30 seconds left.
It's just Vanity now as the op falls. Moose too, and he's on a really late flank. A 2v4. Very reminiscent of the 2v5 that Cloud9 were able to pull off on Lotus. What boomed them in the first half. The need for Lightning to strike in the same place twice. And it might just work out. A 2v4 quickly gets cut down into a 2v3, but now it's all onto Moose, and it cannot convert. Kesnit cleans up Moose. Crew get to 11, and again,
A walk down mid.
and a full send down C for Crew. The paranoia out, the wall up, the dart back sight, the ult popped. Playing on the other side of the stack, so they should be okay. The shot darts come through. Oxy just fully sends it. Fully committed, fully convinced in the flood. And it is just 3 kills for Kesnit. It's Crew on series point.
Gotta go.
And so Crew have to be cautious. There's the alarm bot. Both nanos pop to flashback sight, and Kesnit takes the space. This problem just got so much more difficult for Cloud9 to solve, but they have Moose's ult. And that's gonna buy them some time. The only problem is the spike's already been planted, so they can fully vacate it.
And look at MTA. He's got the Hunter's Fury online. Oxy not being able to connect on a Kesnit there doesn't make an opening for C9 to bring this one back. There's so much utility from the side of Crew.
There's the ult popped. You see the dart. It's tagging up onto everybody. They've got to know. They know exactly where they are. Oxy tries to find some space, but he's dead. Vanity getting it to half. Oh, I don't even know that he got it to half. It's all into Moose and Zeppa now. Fighting for your year. fighting for tournament life, and they both crumble. If Crew want to keep their champ streak alive, they need to go on a run, and they've just taken a massive first step. They take down Cloud9.